So how will the diversity of organisms and ecosystems around the globe respond to increases in temperature? This is one of the really important questions that ecosystem scientists are asking today as we try to generate a good understanding and good predictions for how ecosystems are going to respond to increases in temperature into the future. And we're really lucky to be part of a project that takes us from St. Catherine University in St. Paul, Minnesota, to Iceland each summer. We travel to Iceland so that we can take advantage of a natural geothermal laboratory. As a result of all of the volcanic and geothermal activity in Iceland, there are a number of rivers that pop out of the ground at differing temperatures, although they have really similar water chemistry, slope, and flow velocities. So essentially, we have this great natural experiment where we can hold all these other characteristics of the rivers pretty constant and just see what happens to the streams when we start to turn up the temperature. We're also really lucky to work in such a beautiful country. And while we spend an awful lot of time in the Hengil Valley doing our research, we also try to get out and see some of the beautiful sights in Iceland. There are so many beautiful waterfalls, and the glacial lagoons shouldn't be missed by anyone who visits Iceland. And we also really try to get to know all the wonderful people in Iceland that we work with and have a chance to experience the country and the culture. So in about a 30-minute hike, our team can walk across this landscape and cross about 15 different river ecosystems that vary by up to 30 degrees Celsius in temperature. And this provides a great natural experiment for us where we can ask how increasing temperature will affect a number of biological processes in streams. Now, we are especially interested in processes like photosynthesis and the metabolism of organisms, and not just single organisms, but a whole diversity of organisms that we find in these natural river ecosystems and how they will change or respond to temperature in concert.
As someone that has worked on this project both as a student and as a professional, I've seen how this international experience can really impact your resume, and it really does set you apart. Brings a lot of skill sets that people are looking for in a professional context. A big part of the project is helping undergraduate students develop their presence in science. And this project is great for that because it takes them out of their comfort zone and brings them internationally to a new place with new opportunities for them to explore.
Doing this kind of work also takes an amazing team. When you do field work, there's always an unpredictable element, and as ecologists, it's one of the things we love the most is we love to be outside, and we love, in some ways, the unpredictable nature. We don't know what the day is going to bring, we don't know what the weather is going to be, and yet we all have a lot of fun going through that experience together and problem solving throughout the day together to get the data that we need, and we have a lot of fun while we're doing it. And we really do have an amazing team of people working on this project that includes undergraduates from St. Catherine University every step of the way. And we also have a lot of amazing women on this team, and it's a lot of fun for me in particular to work with such an amazing group of women, and I'm excited to see so many more women pursuing careers in environmental science.
As an undergraduate student associated with this project, I was able to deepen my understanding of ecosystem science, all while collaborating with scientists from all around the world that spanned across a variety of disciplines. And I participated in novel field experiments, which allowed me to shape my career path in scientific research.
Now, the activity of most biological processes increases with temperature, and this is really exciting and also makes predicting how ecosystems are going to respond to warming a bit of a challenge because you have a variety of different biological processes, including respiration and photosynthesis and other enzymatic activities that are all responding at the same time to changes in temperature across a wide diversity of species that we find in freshwater ecosystems. Another one of these physiological processes that we're especially interested in our work in Iceland is nitrogen fixation.
Nitrogen fixation is a process found in a specialized group of bacteria that includes some species of algae. These organisms take nitrogen gas from the atmosphere and enzymatically convert it into ammonium. Ammonium is a biologically useful molecule which enables the cell to grow and divide. There are various methods used to measure the rate of nitrogen fixation, one of which is the acetylene reduction assay. Here we use the reduction of acetylene gas to ethylene as approximate measurement of nitrogen fixation. In addition, MIMS, membrane inlet mass spectrometry, is a relatively new and exciting direct measurement of the nitrogen gas dissolved in water. Lastly, we use heavy isotopic nitrogen-15 gas dissolved in water to measure the amount of nitrogen assimilated into an organism's biomass.
In addition to our landscape streams, we also conducted a channel experiment. There we performed a methods comparison of nitrogen fixation across a controlled nutrient and temperature gradient.
Ecosystems provide a number of essential services upon which all life depends, including clean air and clean water and food. And so it's pretty important that we understand how changes in temperature are likely to influence these services. So in order to do that, we really need to understand how the diversity of individual species will respond to changes in temperature, but also how species interactions will likely change and how those interactions will scale up to affect whole ecosystems.